What is up, guys? What is up, guys? Welcome back to another crazy video of Tech Galaxy. Long time no new videos. Was very busy, and today we are filming outside, outdoors. So you will have a nature kind of vibe as well today. So today we have a phone, Samsung Galaxy A12. Well, today we're going to talk about this Samsung Galaxy A12. This phone was launched in back in 2022 or 2021, and it is around 4 years old for device. Yeah, and today we're going to talk about, is it good to buy in 2024? Because in Amazon this phone is selling around $84, some 84 to $90, so it's very cheap option, cheap budget phone. So it is good to buy. How it holds up, what is the software, what is the performance, how is the display? Today we're going to talk about everything in this phone. So let's start with this phone design. So it's sorry for the scratch over here. I accidentally scratched this phone. So anyways, today we're going to talk about this phone design. You can see the design of this phone is pretty amazing. It has all like matte finish is given, so it has a texture given over here. You can see you can actually make music from it. So you can see there's a texture type of design given over here in this phone, which is absolutely amazing. And bottom there it's a matte finish Samsung logo area, and upper there is a texture design, lining type of design. And you have a camera module given over here, and we're going to go to a camera part later on, but there is a main camera is actually amazing in this phone. So anyways, you can see a design is pretty nice on this phone. It's pretty decent enough design. And you have a SIM tray given. It's pretty, like, I would say it's pretty decent enough heavy phone. Pretty decent heavy enough because it has 5000 mAh battery inside. So for the price, this phone has a biggest batteries, even bigger than my Honor X80, which I'm actually filming right now. It's actually bigger than my Honor X80. So pretty chunky phone given over here. Sides are pretty chunk, and you can see there is a fingerprint, side mounted fingerprint scanner is given, so no in the display, but side mounted is pretty fast. And in this price you are getting actually fingerprint scanner. It's pretty big thing. And you can see you have a type C port, headphone jack is given, and speaker grills. So no other phones are coming in this right now in these type of eras. You are not getting any headphone jack in any phone, but this phone is actually offering you headphone jack. For headphone jack lovers, this phone is amazing. You have a microphone up there and microphone over here as well, so two microphones are given over here. And you can see the phone is pretty nice, and design I will say is overall pretty nice. And you have a camera bump, little bit of camera bump over here, so not something crazy. So let's move on to the display part of this phone. So on a display, you have a big, huge 6.5 inches display. My Honor X80 has around 6.7 inches of display. So it's 2 inches smaller, but it has huge 6.5 inches of display. And you can have an idea of outdoor peak brightness. Like, it's decent enough visible. Like, not something crazy, it's decent enough visible. It's not too much like visible, but it's decent enough brightness it's given over here in outdoors. It's a sunny day today, and it's pretty decent enough brightness given on this phone. Not something crazy bright, but it's pretty decent. And you have a 6.5 inches IPS LCD display. It's not AMOLED. Obviously you won't get AMOLED in this price. It's IPS LCD display, and you have a 60 Hz of refresh rate, no 90 Hz. Obviously you won't get in this price, but it's a pretty good quality display. Let me play you a 4K video and then show you. Alright guys, so you can see this phone has a pretty good HDR support also. This display is HDR supported, but not 1080p HDR supported. It is 1480p HDR supported display, but we're going to play at 1080p 60 frames per second, and we're going to full the view. And you can see, like, colors on this phone is absolutely amazing. Like, pretty decent for the price. So you can see I have to come inside because outdoor you won't not even have idea, but you can see the display colors. Like, wow, it's pretty amazing producing colors. Like, it's a Samsung panel, so obviously we have a pretty decent enough colors in it. Like, you can see the colors of this phone. Oh my god. Ooh, the red pops on this phone. So colors are pretty decent in this phone, but you have a thick bottom chin over here and a water drop notch. So no punch hole. It's a water drop notch. Obviously. So guys, you can see it has a water drop display. So not something like punch hole. You can't expect from on this price punch hole display from a phone that low of cost. So yeah. So you can see it has a pretty nice colors producing display. It's pretty color producing, but not something crazy like other like my Honor X8A is also IPS, but that produce pretty decent colors and that's also 90 hertz of refresh rate. So yeah, now let's talk about this phone speakers. So display, I will say it's pretty decent if you are like a casual worker and you want a phone which would do a thing for you. So this phone is pretty nice. Its screen is pretty decent. You want, yeah, if you want to watch some decent movies and stuff like that, this phone can actually give you the entertainment you want. Now for the speakers on this phone, there's only single firing speaker on this phone. Um, and let's see how boosting.
You are the one. I miss you so much. Now that you're gone. Don't be afraid. I'll be by your side. Leading the way. I'm so lonely, broken angel. I'm so lonely. Listen to my heart. What a lonely, broken angel. Come and save me before I
So I will say it's pretty decent enough producing speakers. Like for the price, this phone speakers are pretty decent loud. Like not some crazy loud, but pretty decent enough loudness this phone can produce. And you can see it's pretty decent loud enough. Not something crazy, but it's decent loud for a single speaker. Now let's talk about performance. This phone has a MediaTek Helio P35 processor in it. So pretty lower end budget tier processor given. So you can run casual games like car simulator, rear flight simulator, rear racing, and other like others race asphalt a driver zone. These type of games you can run pretty smoothly. Right, for experience, I will run car simulator too, and I will put at maximum setting on this phone. So right now I'm running a game, and you can see I will set the settings at maximum graphics, ultra 60 frames per second. It will take a bit delay, and now it's at ultra setting. My Honor can run ultra setting pretty smoothly, but I don't know about this phone. It's a P35 processor, you can't expect that much. It's already starting to heat up, and if you phone, this is already starting to heat up, so I don't know what type of performance this phone can give you. Alright, taking a long time. Alright, so that was a pretty long time, and you can see it is running, but it's big lag. Now you can actually play the game smoothly enough. You can see your graphics are pretty decent. This resolution is pretty decent, obviously, because that's the highest setting possible. Whoa. Alright, so it's actually running pretty smoothly. No problem. Like, it's not actually doing a lag or something like that, which will actually make the phone kill. It's actually running. So pretty decent gameplay. Like I have made a video on a Samsung A20s. That phone was lagging, like serious delay lags and stuff like that. This phone is doing pretty decently handling the game. So you can see the green colors are also popping from a display. So it's pretty decent enough vibrant colors given. And now we need to go to the home screen. Alright. So you can see the performance is decent. Now let's talk about Asphalt 8. This is also a game. I don't know about as for the 8 how fast it will run, how smooth it will run, but let's see. I didn't have a time to run and to benchmark in this phone, so sorry for that. Let me just set it up. So you can see the game has started and it's actually running pretty smoothly. Like there isn't any problem. It's running pretty smoothly. Like actually running smoothly. Like no problems. No lag, no delay, nothing. That's fabulous. Like it's running pretty nicely. So yeah, day-to-day tasks, this fountain is pretty fast. The Helio P35 won't actually give you any lag or something like that. We're going to try one video. On one video, we're going to try even running CapCut in this phone and doing some photo editing. So we see how good performance is. So for now, it's pretty decent performance. You won't have any lag or delay in day-to-day tasks. Now let's talk about the cameras. Now this phone has lasting left cameras. This phone cameras are actually pretty nice, pretty solid enough. Let me show you. So on this phone, you have a main camera, 48 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro, 2 megapixel depth. So these lenses are given. So let's start with the obvious thing first, the camera. Let me just flip it and yeah. So you can see first I'm going to get some photos and then show you guys. So guys, these are some photos which are taken from this phone 48 megapixel camera. You can see this is a photo of colors and you can see camera is pretty solid. Like it's not something it won't do. It will done a job very well. It's not like decent like crazy camera like other phones cameras are, but it's pretty decent camera. You can see the greenery and stuff like that. In my Honor phone, if I do this, so you can see the colors actually pop. Like it actually pops now. So but this phone also giving pretty poppy results, but it's a budget tier. My Honor is like $400 phone and this is around decent price range phone. You can see the details. This is a sky photo I have taken. It's pretty detailed and blue vibrant skies and stuff like that. You can see, oh wow, it's actually pretty amazing producing photos. So pretty promising photos you can get out from this phone. So 48 megapixel lens is actually doing a pretty good 48 megapixel lens, and it has a dedicated mode in the 48 megapixel camera, so you have a dedicated mode given. Otherwise extra features you, and in the front camera you have 8 megapixel camera. So let me show you the front end. Right now I'm actually shooting the video with my Honor X8a, and if the my phone focus and this camera actually gives the proper light, so you can see it's pretty decent. Like whoa, you can see the colors are pretty amazing. The background you can see is amazing and everything is pretty decent in this phone. So yeah, you won't have any problem with the front camera either, and you have an ultra wide given as well, which is around 8 megapixel ultra wide. And you can see you have portrait mode given, and it will also use a bokeh effect, which I will show you the portrait mode samples. Let me show you portrait mode sample. So yeah, this is a portrait mode samples from this phone camera, and you can see the bokeh effect which this phone has given is amazing. Like seriously, like nice bokeh effect. This is my Honor X8a, and you can see the background is completely blur and you can only focus on the phone. So the pretty nice bokeh effect this phone has given. Otherwise, in extra features, you have video. You can film at video at 1080p 30 frames per second, and otherwise you have extra features macro, panorama, and food and pro mode. So these are the other features given. So yeah, this phone camera is actually pretty promising for a $80 price segment. This phone camera is pretty nice. So that's the last thing left to tell is the battery life. This phone has 5000 mAh huge capacity battery in it, and 5000 mAh battery for this Honor Samsung A12 is pretty big because processor is 8 nanometer processor, so not something power consuming processor given in this phone. So 5000 mAh battery will last you all day without any problem. And it has 15 watts of while fast charging, 15 watts of fast charging, pretty slow because it has a huge battery, so it will take time to fill up. But for the $80 price, that means you are getting a lot. You are getting first of all good display, Samsung display. You are getting amazing cameras, decent performance, decent design, good big battery life given, good battery life, pretty decent enough speakers, and pretty decent charging. And talking about Android support, this phone is also coming out, like this phone has getting around Android 13. This phone is Android 13, in this is running at Android 13 right now, and One UI 5.1 core version, One UI core version, but it is Android 13. What else you want in this price segment? Like no other brands offer Android 13 in this price segment, and this phone is actually offering. So yeah, hope you guys have idea of Samsung Galaxy A12, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and this is I as always signing off.